But everything exposed by the light becomes visible, and everything that is illuminated becomes a light. This is why it is said, "Wake up, sleeper, rise from the dead, and Christ will shine on you." Ephesians 5:13 through 14. My name is Jennifer Villarreal. I've always been around religion and grew up in the church, but I never had a true relationship with God. I always saw him as a distant being in the sky, like an angry man in the sky, and I really felt unworthy of his love. I felt like he's not really gonna care about what I'm saying. Who am I for him to really pay attention to me? Even though I grew up around the church and around religion, in my 20s I became a single mom, which was very hard for me. And despite the love that I have for my son, and despite knowing that I wasn't meant to be a mom 1,000%, I felt like I had disappointed God. And so that I struggled with that for a long time. And I enjoyed being a mom. I enjoyed seeing my son grow up. But I always felt in the back of my head like I had to do everything perfectly and not ask anybody for help. So that put me in an isolated position. I just always felt like a dark cloud above me. During COVID, I fell into a deep depression and I started seeing a therapist. She prescribed antidepressants, and even though they helped, there was still something missing. I felt like I needed something more. So I turned back to God, and I came to Generation Church, and I started just looking and listening and opening my heart to him. So last year I joined the Freedom Connect group, and I found true belonging in a community that saw me, my worth, more than what I saw myself, and that really introduced me to God's love as his daughter. I didn't feel like I had to strive for God's love again or perform for his love, or it didn't feel like a transactional relationship anymore. It started feeling like I'm his daughter and he's my father, and that he never stopped loving me back then. When I thought that he did, I just started wanting more. The fire in my heart grew bigger, and I just wanted more of him and more of that love. And I started taking steps of obedience, and one of those steps was being baptized last year. They say, when you come out of the water, all your sin and everything is left behind, and I truly felt that. And things just started changing in my life, and things that I would never have imagined, doors open that I would never have imagined, and I feel so fulfilled in my life. And I have this joy that is unexplainable, and peace that's unexplainable. How we say, he gives you a peace that you don't understand. Well, I feel that, and if you would have asked me 5 years ago and told me that I'd be sitting here today feeling that way, I wouldn't have believed it. Having a true relationship with him helped me become a better mom, a better co-parent, I think a better person all around. So many doors have opened that I would have never imagined. I feel truly reawakened in God's love.